Here you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game with bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost, heads up. We should play sometime.
Maybe if we get a break from duty.
A little distraction can be useful. Let yourself wander a bit. You might come back sharper. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
He just kind of poofed into existence. Let's spend... Oh, let's check the strike teams. Nice. That's good. I said we're... Let's see. Let's see, where's the next night? Let's see. Strike teams. It's a nighttime one. Reward, remnant. Hostage. There we go. There we go. So we'll have to go back down really quickly to Havarl.
Again. I'll lend you 30 if you pay me back by tomorrow.
Done. Thank you, Subi.
Someday I'll find out why you're always strapped for credits. I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
With what it has to do, it could go thousands of miles below the surface of the planet.
Or completely span it. An underground network. Just a thought, of course. I wouldn't even know where to start hypothesizing how it all works. The remnant builders, whoever, whatever they were, accomplished something far beyond us.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I tried to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
FTL sensor. So a faster-than-light telescope? They could survey Andromeda as it was?
Not exactly, but it cut down the lag by enough. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
How did the Initiative even get its hands on Geth knowledge? They're isolationist and hostile.
I don't know, Ryder. Maybe I don't want to know.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist. An inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny, a few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Everyone's really working to get the Nexus on its feet.
Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Interesting. It's interesting how the two of them view the how both I think it's Callow and Subi both see the Scourge. He sees it as like a monstrosity.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
Something that needs to be destroyed, and Subi's like, it's beautiful. It's artificial, but it's beautiful. We can learn to coexist, kind of thing. So I'm just kind of the mediator, like, yeah, we could, if we can figure out how to coexist, that'd be amazing. Everything just like spawns in.
The reports didn't do this world justice. It's ethereal.
Director Addison? No personal appearance? It might have been an outpost.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Given the planet's significance to the Angara, it's appropriate that we assist, but not place an outpost. And the stability you brought? I received a thank you from Aya. That may be the first time I've heard those words in Andromeda.
After the Ket and what they've seen of the exiles, we had to be at our best.
We've had precious few examples of that. Pathfinder might be getting close. Havarl helps. Outpost or not, we're gaining. We need another, but we're gaining. It's promising, and a lot of people have noticed. And there's another matter, a ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
We came here as pioneers, but we're not the only ones in Helios. And that means even better discoveries. On Havarl, we can work together. First contact doesn't end, and it isn't someone else's job. It's here.
Into the books, Pathfinder. At us and out.
Okay, that quest is completed. I'm getting stuck. Okay, there's a Solarian and an Agrarian. That's kind of cool that they have mixed now.
Cluster analysis. Pathfinder Ryder, Dr. Tsana Relar, xenobotanist for the Initiative, and my colleague, Dr. Eric Baumgarten.
Xenogenetics. Pleasure to meet you.
I can see why you're on Havarl. Plenty to keep you busy.
Indeed. It can hardly walk without stepping on a new life form. We tread lightly.
Your report of accelerated evolution and rapid growth of nature here caught our interest.
We're analyzing everything we can for clues to replicate the effects on our own crops.
It would have interesting applications if there's a way to control the process.
You understand the end goal.
If we learn to enhance the growth of plants and animals in non-destructive ways, we could end hunger. It would change everything for the Initiative. Our colonies could thrive virtually overnight.
Since you repaired the vault, things are returning to normal, but too quickly for us.
The accelerated life forms you want to study are dying off, decaying.
We're scrambling to scan and catalog everything before it's gone. We could use some help.
Point me at the life forms you need. I'll do the rest.
Anything mutated beyond its baseline growth cycle will aid our work.
I'll provide the most promising genetic markers to scan for.
Thank you for whatever help you can provide, Pathfinder. Rendezvous here when you're finished.
I guess we'll track that one and finish this quest really quickly. I don't think it shouldn't take that long.
Kieran says Havarl would have lasted another cycle. 2 at most.
Were the projections so dire?
I can't believe it.
I think we'll go here for this direction first, because the others are in that direction.
The malfunctioning vault affected this area. I recommend scanning for accelerated growth. The life forms in this area display accelerated growth markers.
Okay, I got those ones. On to the next section. This way.
Here they come! Let's see you deal with this.
You may wish to scan the life forms in your immediate area for growth mutations, Pathfinder.
He just goes smack. I'm gonna pull up my map. Okay, it's over there. So we're in combat, so I can't. Of course I can't. Okay, now I can teleport. I thought I'd be heading over to Viold, but no, it looks like I'm just gonna stay here.
It's possible we could discover something new from what you found. We should take it for further analysis.
He just went. Where the heck did he go? Goodbye. There we
These
go.
Angara carried more than weapons. They had research tech, data pads. Let's find out why.
Guess I have to go to Rokar
The
camp?
Rokar were studying mutant wildlife too. They want to use it against us. The data pad mentions a camp.
Updating known data. Mission parameters changing.
Okay, so it's just the other end of the... and the other end of the valley. Get yeeted. Bye.
Enemies! Grenade in!
Let's see here. You've got no help.
Sam, what do you get from this?
Analyzing. The Rokar took special interest in mutations that would poison a natural environment.
Turn life into death for anyone living there. Like us.
What are your instructions for this data, Pathfinder?
Erase the whole computer, Sam. No one needs that knowledge.
Acknowledged. Data elimination complete.
Let's wrap things up and get back to our researchers.
I'm not gonna read all of these. I'm just gonna Can I just go do this? Yes, I can. Okay. I have no desire to travel the entire map. Plus, the faster we can get out of here, the sooner we can get to the planet of snow and ice. They popped into
What have you brought us, Pathfinder?
I got jumped by Rokar. They were researching harmful mutations, hoping to use them against us.
I hope you put an end to their work.
Do you have any of their data? May we see it?
I erased everything. We don't need that kind of knowledge floating around.
I was just curious to see the Rokar's idea of good science.
We need to be better than them. This is about improving life, right?
Exactly. Our work could benefit the Angara. Prove the Rokar wrong about us.
I scanned all the mutated wildlife I could find. I hope it helps your research.
We're going to be overwhelmingly busy, aren't we?
Thank you for everything, Pathfinder. We'll get to work.
So I have this race that I made back when I was like a couple of years back that was based off of like they look like dark elves. They have from like the dark elves from like what is it? Not Mass Effect.
Leaving Havarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
From Dungeons and Dragons, the Drow. And they have similar ability, like some similarities, like in abilities. Like they don't need to sleep. They can, but they don't need to. Anyway, I just had an interesting thought. What if one of them came to Andromeda?
Hello?
Pathfinder, you have new email. You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Have you talked with Jar much?
Really? That's what you asked him about?
A completely different tech base, and you start there. You want to talk shop? Talk shop. I want to know.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Commander?
Pathfinder, Joel's been keeping me updated on your adventures, your good deeds on our behalf.
I meant them. I want you to know you can trust me.
You went out of your way to free that science team. A selfless act. But your true agenda is clear. To explore Aya's vault. Jarl says you want to help find the Moshai. Why should I let you?
I'd like this to be the beginning of a strong relationship.
Keep your promises, and little by little our bond might grow. We've managed to trace the Moshai to a special Kent facility on Vold.
Why special?
These facilities are protected by a dynamic shield tech we haven't been able to crack. We're close, but its ability to adapt outstrips the speed of our current processes.
Pathfinder, adding my processor to their program would no doubt make the difference.
Ephra, I can help. Respectfully, this time you need my help.
Respectfully, the Angara don't need anything from you. We take care of our own.
What I meant was, let our scientists help with your program. Let my team join your effort. Let's up the chance for success. I'm offering. You should accept.
Very well. I'm not stupid, and I love the Moshai. You're welcome on the mission.
Thank you.
The team will meet you at our base on Vold. They'll take you to the Kent facility. Stay strong and clear. Goodbye.
Giles said he wanted to see you.
Okay.
So, you've gained Ephra's trust. No easy feat.
Yeah, but at a price.
You mean the Rokar? Don't take it personally. They hate all aliens.
Ephra made it seem like you had experience with them.
I know their leader, Aksul. We studied together under the Moshai. But unlike me, he was a good student. The best, actually.
Then he knows about Remnant?
He did. It's a long story.
Give me the short version.
Aksul was captured by the Ket. He spent a year in a forced labor camp before he managed to escape.
That's why he hates aliens.
Yes, he suffered greatly. When Aksul returned, he no longer cared about the Remnant, or anything, except destroying the Ket.
Why not join the Resistance?
Aksul's not the type to follow orders. And I think he was bitter we weren't able to rescue him.
So he formed the Rokar.
We didn't give them much thought. But since your people arrived, his cause has grown.
I convinced Ephra I'm not a threat. Maybe I can do the same with Aksul.
I admire your courage. But Aksul's dangerous, and he lacks Ephra's pragmatism. He'll make you want to kill him.
I have to try.
If Helios is to be your home, I guess you'll have to deal with the Rokar one way or another. There's a recluse on Havarl who escaped with Aksul from the Ket. Her name is Thordir. She might know how to contact him. I'll send you the nav point.
Of course, as soon as I leave Havarl, I get another thing for Havarl. Should I go to Havarl, guys, or should I head off to the ice planet?
How long does it take to learn piloting?
Depends how you apply yourself. With your mind, you'd be adept in a few weeks.
He'll do the jaw quest. Might as well get it out of the way.
Entering atmosphere.
I'm only
LZ
upset
in
because,
sight.
like, I was just gonna leave, and it's like, oh wait, I have a thing for you. Let's do this quest. I got off tonight when I said he would join if he was still awake. That's fair. I'm just upset because, like, every time I try to leave this planet, I get a quest to come back to this planet. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just camp at this planet, I guess, at this point. We'll switch quests.